Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Foundry. My name is Ep1 Gianna Boy. Joining me today is Slykiko, and today is the day we are reviewing the second season of The Last of Us TV show on HBO? Question mark, I think. I kind of forgot about that.
Max?
Yeah, Max. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So the second season, we're gonna be reviewing episode 1, which is Future Days or something like that. I think it's called. Is episode 1? Yeah, it's called Future Days.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is pretty much straight up going to be an adaptation of The Last of Us Part 2, which I'm going to just preface by saying with that game, there were some severe story bumps I did not enjoy. And
Creative decisions we
yeah,
weren't too fond of.
Yeah, you and I both agree on that one. That actually halted an entire playthrough on your part, right?
It did. It got spoiled for me, and that immediate revelation of the very kind of early on sequence and the ending just put a gross taste in my mouth. And as beautiful as the game is and as fun as it looks to play, I cannot argue that. I care much about story, and I do not want to waste my time.
Not to diss Last of Us either. It's not like game-breaking, brand new mechanics either. It's like you play the game once, you're done, but the story is phenomenal, and it's like that's why you play it. You don't play it because it's fun searching lockers and
100%.
stealthing around, stabbing zombies with a piece of glass. But, I mean, like, there are a lot of things I did enjoy about The Last of Us Part 2, and some story stuff later on I did enjoy as well. But like you said, the ending and that one giant story bump at the very beginning, which for the sake of people who may have not played the game, I'm going to try to avoid spoiling.
Yeah.
I think that's a good call for you and I both to do, just in case for people who have not played the game.
Exactly.
So we're still following Joel and Ellie. This is what, 5 years later, right?
5 years later, although it starts kind of showing.
Oh yeah, with
a different band.
Yeah, we got brand new characters, Abby and a group of up and coming Fireflies? Question mark, or already Fireflies?
Yeah, whatever the remnants of the Fireflies are, if you would, the larvae.
Yeah, and we see a big old main character that we'll meet later on in the season and get a bit more acquainted with. We see Abby, which actually, fun fact you said about that actress, right?
Yeah, that actress, Caitlin Dever, in my opinion, she was my top choice to play Ellie in season 1.
For a very first episode, this show has fucking god awful fucking writing.
Yes.
It is fucking terrible. The writing is terrible. There's not a single thing. There's two things I enjoyed. The therapist, the older gal, kind of have a breakdown. Really enjoyed her performance. I thought she was fucking class, and I really enjoyed the kind of creativity of the pipe scene of the fungus and kind of roots inside of the pipes that kind of like all hive mind with the other clickers and whatnot. I enjoyed that. The practicals of seeing the clicker kind of in the one little building was kind of interesting too. That stuff's awesome. Everything else is just looks like a very shitty YouTube version of The Last of Us. It looks like YouTube casting. It looks like a YouTube fucking production.
A really good way to put it. It does feel like someone just put together a GoFundMe and a craft service table and said act. God, it's terrible.
I love Pedro Pascal, and he's still bad. He's bad, dude. He's bad in it.
I love him too, but this is honestly, especially compared to season 1, I did not have too many issues with his role other than Emmy. But this was horrible, even for him.
The random twang of the first season was like fucking funny. Just random
out of it.
Yeah. The fucking it's so weird. It's just so weird, man. It feels weird watching it. Like, it almost makes me think, like, man, maybe I was too harsh on the game. You know, like the Thanos moment. Like, man, I was too harsh on you.
I was too harsh on you.
That's exactly how I felt. I was laughing so fucking hard seeing that shovel-faced motherfucker speak every single time the word came out of her mouth. You know, I'm sure she's a nice lady. You know, Bella Ramsey. But, like, this role's not for her, dude. It's not. And the weird energy behind Neil, what's-his-face, like, refusing to recast or, like, just doubling down to, like, the perfect Ellie. And it's like, I don't know how you could say that, dude. Like, I don't think that she represents that character like at all. And especially like 5 years later, I see zero growth. I don't see a rebellious teenager. I just see just a really bitchy character to everybody.
Yeah, I just see the same thing as before, just different wardrobe.
And it's so
That's
cringy. She's so fucking cringy of her trying to be like, oh, she's so grown. It's like, no, she's coming off cringy. It's like, don't hold back your punches. It's like, you're fucking cringy, dude.
I know, yeah. I'm like, dude, like, if this man hit you with like a fraction of his strength, you would have been knocked the fuck out.
She's
Don't even like.
like, oh,
that's why I have some issues with the creative decisions of the show. That I'm like, I don't remember the game even doing some silly shit like that.
yeah. I mean, like that's the thing about like Ellie's not an overwhelmingly powerful character,
No.
but she's crafty and she's smart and she kind of uses her Viet Cong guerrilla tactics, and that's why she's successful in the Last of Us Part 2
she's
game.
Lean, she's very stealthy.
Yeah, so
She
for her to be
sticks to
like, oh yeah, hit me full force, is like, no, like that kind of takes away from the underdog fucking character, but whatever. And also, like, we only saw a little bit of Abby too, and it did not look like she was gonna be. I feel like I think I saw something about an article, but like, oh, her physical presence isn't a part of the story. It's not important enough, so they actually didn't invest in any of that.
I got rid of that and it pissed me off because I'm like, bro, that had everything to do.
I know that's what made the character like that's a defense mechanism for her not being able to protect her father and stuff like that, because she felt so small on the inside that she had to bulk up on the outside. Like that's a fucking class, like that is such a psychological fucking deep-rooted issue, you know, that defines that character. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not real. And it's like, damn, dude. I'm like those deep fucking rooted story things that they actually worked really hard on in The Last of Us Part 2, besides fucking up that major thing that we all know about, like they just scrap it just cause.
Yeah.
And it's like that's such a major thing. But like I can't really talk that much about Abby because I haven't seen too much of her in that very first episode, but like
yeah, the first episode she's very just teased, I think.
Yeah, and again, everyone just feels like a shitty YouTube version of everybody, and I'm just like, this is fucking funny, dude. And even like the Dina character, like why couldn't they just use the real actress? Because it didn't.
I know. I should spitting image of the freaking VA. Yeah.
I know, like the girl who did the VO, she is like the model for the character. Yeah,
she's the model for it.
Why not just use her?
Like, you know, it's not even like you brought in like a big Hollywood name or something like that, or like you just brought some random girl.
Maybe that's the fucking problem, dude. It's fucking.
It's like, is that what this is? Like, you're just too afraid to give the role to someone that's a voice actor? Like, you don't want to do that? Why?
Also the weird, like, unnecessary forced love for like Ellie's performance is fucking insane too, and I feel like it's insanely blind and not really thought of. Like it's a terrible performance. It's a terrible first episode. It's awful. I don't know how. What do we say it has on Rotten Tomatoes? Like the tomato meters, whatever.
94%.
That's fucking dog shit. People are fucking blind and stupid, right? They're like
paid critics that like write on journals and newspapers and articles, and they have the gall to sit here and say that this is 94 out of 100 fucking %.
6 points away from being utter perfection is fucking bullshit, man.
That's disgusting.
That's some fanboy shit right there, you know?
It
like
is fanboy shit.
Like, take that shit fucking home, dude, because I'm all for being a fanboy stuff, you know? Like, I love it, but I mean, like, it's not even enjoyable. Like, there's no thing to be like, oh, there's one thing where it kind of made me feel giddy is like, all right, they're sneaking into the building together and stuff. Like, all right, it's gonna go down cool. Like, I'm gonna see some, like,
Don't even get me started on how much I hated that sequence when the fucking hell breaks loose. I'm like, dude, this was ass.
Yeah, she's a fucking idiot, dude. She's terrible. Like 5 years later in the apocalypse that she was raised in, and that's how fucking just outrageously just obnoxious and just not careful she is.
Yeah, reckless.
Reckless, thank you. That's the word I'm trying to think of.
And like, she's not reckless in the game, contrary to there being no risk for her, sure. She's still not reckless. She's pretty tactical. And the reason why is she freaking grew up hanging around
because
Joel
there was
Miller.
Fucking character growth and development from the first game, which it seems like did not apply. She still acts like a 15-year-old or however old she was. She acts like the same character. And it's like, how is this like not, they're like, oh, she's all grown up. Like, that is a child. She's still acting like a child. That is immaturity like a child still.
Yeah, by the math they were doing, they said what? She's 19 in this one. So
5 years
by that
later,
logic,
so
she was 14 then in the first show, which I'm like, okay, you made her a little bit older than she was in the games. Whatever. That doesn't make, semantics. 2-year age gap isn't going to affect too much. And it'll help me rationalize the way that she has a fucking frying pan face. But I can't get over this shit, dude. It's awful. Her acting is awful.
Yeah.
The dialogue they give her, trash.
Besides the physical appearance, like, I don't, like, it feels like she's a weird fit. It's a fucking eyesore on screen. It's a fucking eyesore is what it is, you know?
She's poorly written and she's poorly executed.
Yeah.
Is the issue.
It just does not scream Ellie. It screams a completely fucking, just a fucking dipshit character with dipshit lines. I just, man, I laughed a lot in that first episode because how bad it was. It's not even like I'm angry at it because I'm like, but it's fucking bad, dude. When I get like, what makes me irritated is when people comment on it and like, oh yeah, like it's not Ellie, and then just immediately people are like, what, you trying to fuck a 15-year-old? It's like, that's not the case. I think someone could say like, this character doesn't represent a character that I've been familiar with since 2013, and I feel like you can definitely separate the two of those right fucking there. But I think it's a very weird, like, excuse. I don't know, just the weird, like, random people that come to her defense, you know? Like I said, like, I'm sure she's a super nice girl. Maybe I've not seen her other work in Game of Thrones. Maybe she's excellent in that. But I know for a fucking fact the biggest issue is the writing. And maybe even the direction from the director itself. Maybe she could pull off a great Ellie if given proper writing, of fucking, like, better plot even, or even just, like, just fucking just highlight some of the shit that you can fix.
Better dialogue, a lot of things. I can't fault Bella Ramsey entirely. You have a valid point.
I'm like, if you if you're gonna stick with her, then do it. But then, like, fucking, like, help her out with the fucking role, though. You know?
And this goes back to the problem. You got people freaking hyping this shit up, blowing smoke up its ass when it's absolute
dog shit, dude.
Yeah, and the director's probably thinking, oh my god, like, dude, I'm over here cooking. I need to just ride this wave all the way through. Like,
it's like,
dude,
it's
you
like
need to reevaluate this show.
And like half their fucking pride's like, oh, I'm pissing off the people, getting haters, and it's like, it's not even like haters for like being like weird. It's just like, it's fucking bad, bro. Like, that is not a good reason to have haters. It's fucking bad. Like, it's not because like you're pissing off. I don't know. I'm sure there's people out there who are legitimately mad because they hate women as main characters and stuff. I've had people in my own live stream say like, I refuse to play said game because I can't relate to a woman. I'm like, that's fucking really weird, because half the time I can't relate to a fucking Shepard in space fighting off fucking different alien races, but yet here I am playing the fucking video game.
I'm like, the relatability for me is not maybe for understanding, but for me to enjoy something, I'm like, I really don't give a shit who I play as, bro. That has no bearing whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. It's maybe like that's a good enough reason to be like, oh, you're pissing off the wrong kind of people, like the people who are hating things for the wrong reason because they're fucked up and they're rude and they're mean just for being mean, and they hate women because they're just fucked up like that. It's like, I don't think I hate women. I don't think I have signs of just hatred towards women in general, but I know the show it's just not very good. The writing is just fucking not there. It's awful. And I don't think anyone should take pride in like in their awful work just to be like, I got you. I got you, you fuck. Like, it's shitty, isn't it? Yeah, you're right, it's shitty because I made it that way. It pissed you off, dude. It's like with the people like, libtard, you're woke. It's like that same weird energy.
Show for like copying the creative decisions of the game. Like I said, I will not hold them accountable for interpreting the game directly and like not changing key plot points. I respect it.
Yeah, that's very brave of them. Pedro Pascal,
you're literally doubling down. I get it.
Yeah,
but if you can't even do that well, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, like Pedro Pascal is their fucking flagship part of the show, and he's not going to last very long, unfortunately, for the second season, because the main highlight is going to be Ellie, where that's what
Yeah.
Based off playing the video game, Ellie is the main character, and we are going to be seeing a lot of her and a lot of Abby, and that's about it. So all the other characters like Joel and Joel's brother, like Tommy, we're not going to be seeing a lot of those characters and stuff like that, unfortunately. That it's mainly going to be her. It's going to be her showcase, and just based off what we saw in the first episode, yeah, it's going to suck for us.
Yeah, I'm extremely discouraged.
Yeah. Let's drop a number for it.
3.
3?
3.
I'm gonna fucking 2. I'll go lower. Nah, 3 is right. You're right, 3.
I'm like, I came into this with the worst expectations, and somehow I was still surprised at how bad this was.
Yeah, I mean, like, besides, like, all the awful writing and stuff like that, she still acts like a little kid, which is really hard to... Yeah, she is a little kid.
And I don't remember Ellie in the game acting like a little kid. There's a lot of, like, teenage angst and resentment and, like, you can't tell me what to do kind of, vibes with Joel.
Henri.
Yeah, sure, that's there. That's okay. But she does not act remotely 19.
No, she acts like a little fucking child, which is so weird to me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there you go. Foundry official review for episode 1 of The Last of Us is a 3. So, if you guys enjoyed it, let us know down below. The review. We know you get to enjoy the show. No, let us know what you guys thought about the actual episode down below in the comments, please. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it. Like, no random hating and stuff like that just to be disgustingly a bad person type of thing like that. None of that, please. Because that's just not, it's just deeply frowned upon. Like, you need help like that, and your opinions isn't valid just to be hating, just to be hating kind of thing. But we'll see you guys later on the next review. Until then, bye, guys.
Bye.